No doubt.
We're gonna let a few more people log on, then we're gonna get into it.
Okay, okay, I'm here.
You in New York right now?
Yeah, Long Island.
Okay. So let's go ahead and jump into it. Last month the coronavirus hit, and everybody was in the middle of their careers, and everything was good. Where was Dinco D at in his career, and how has this coronavirus affected you so far?
Well, I was working in New York with a production company doing some things, and we had to stop working, so just working on some new music and stuff like that. Some new ideas, putting together some new things, projects to come out for New School Inc., the new company and label that I'm doing with my man Shmello D, and was doing some shows. Was hitting a couple of shows around the tri-state area and stuff, and all that just came to an end, man.
So what have you been doing? Quarantining, still working on music inside the house? What have you been up to in this time?
Yeah, yeah, I got some equipment in the house. I've been going back into my production game kind of deep, getting into that. Also, still going forward with the projects that I had. So you'll be seeing and hearing some things. I'll hit you with some exclusives, so you'll be in tune with everything and everybody. But still keeping it moving, trying to do the best I can with what we working with out
No
here.
doubt. We're going to get into what you've been working on, your new music here in a moment. Let's get into some memories. How did you get started in hip hop?
Well, I mean, I was born in Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? LG Lafayette Gardens. You know, and that's New York was the epicenter of hip hop, so it was all around there. I seen my first DJ over there in the projects in LG. I seen a DJ, when Love Is the Message was out and stuff like that, and I was a little youngin' just seeing this coming up in my city. So coming up in New York, you was around it.
About what year was it that you decided to pick up the mic and pursue being a rapper?
I would say when I moved to Long Island, probably about probably about 83.
83?
Yeah.
Cool. Was Leaders of the new school, your first group, or did you have several crews before leading up to that?
Well, I was a solo, I had just started when I met Brown and Buster. I was like a solo artist doing my own thing with my man Elliot Cox from around my way. Me and him, he had the equipment and I had the rhymes, and I had just got, I think, KRS album had just dropped or something like that. And that album inspired me, Criminal Minded. So I was like, wow, that thing is deep. And I had just started writing and formulating my songs with it. Me and him was trying to build a group. But then Brown seen that, he came over one day and seen us formulating in the crib, and he was like, yo, I think he's nice. And he told Buster, and he linked me up, me and Buster, and formed the group Leaders of the New School.
So how long did it take for you guys to get signed to Elektra?
Oh, it took a while, man. It took maybe about 7 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
So what led to that signing? Who discovered you, and how did you guys get the deal?
Well, basically, we was doing shows around the city for free anywhere we could, and we would blow it up. We would tear it down, and then we did a show one time at Ukrainian Theater, I think, in LES or somewhere around there. And Dante Ross was there, and he seen us rocking on one mic because all the other mics didn't work. And we was passing the mic back and forth, you know what I'm saying, on one mic, doing our routines together. And, he seen from there, man. And that's where it sparked off.
So you get signed to Elektra, you get your deal. How long did it take to complete that first album, Future Without Past?
It took about a year. It took about a year and a half. We was in the studio recording for about a year because I think we actually signed in 89, 90, and we didn't come out till 91.
Take me back to some of those sessions. What was the creative?
Chungking, we recorded in Chungking. You know what I'm saying? That's the famous studio. We also recorded in Queens at what you call it. Damn, what's the other studio? Man, it's been a while. I forgot
Was it?
the factory of some, it was some studio in Queens, man. It's been a while. But yeah, we recorded, but Chung King was the main one we recorded in. Music Palace in Long Island, we recorded at too. But yeah, Chung King was our main joint.
What was the creative process like between you, Busta, and Charlie? Was there? Oh, did you always agree on the topic, or did you find that the subject matter came easily with the first album?
I was more the concept dude, so I basically came up with a lot of the concepts and the titles and all of that of the albums and the songs. And Chuck D from Public Enemy, he had taught us how to really formulate and put together albums and concepts and writing and you know what I'm saying, and making the whole thing, bringing it out to the public the right way. So we would get together. I'd come up with a lot of the titles and the subjects, and then we would all sit there together in Brown's room, up in his room, and formulate the rhymes, come up with the choruses together in and out. Brown had a lot of the knowledge about the old school, so he would always, you know what I'm saying, install that inside of the songs and with the group and stuff like that.
Seemed like such an innocent time back then. Can you tell us your best memory of creating that album?
Wow, the best memories was the times, man, when we used to walk. We used to walk from Uniondale to Hempstead to 510 Spectrum City to go see Chuck D, Hank Shockley, Keith Shockley. We used to go see them, and we would walk. And it was a nice little walk. It was a good 30-minute walk. So those were the days, man, when we'd split a Chinese meal at the studio once we get there and stuff like that. Them good times, man. The rough times is always the best times sometimes, man.
No doubt. I'm sure you had some great tours. Can you tell me your best tour lineup and your best tour memory?
Oh, man, the PE tour, 91. I think it was Queen Latifah, Naughty by Nature, Tribe Called Quest, MC Light. Sometimes I think was Will Smith. I think Jazzy Jeff and Will Smith, they was on it. It was in and out, different areas of the country we go to, different people were coming in and out on the tour. But that tour was the best thing ever, man. Son of Berserk was on there too. Who else? It was a nice lineup though.
What did you learn the most about being on the road?
I learned that it's rough, man. It's you going from city to city. It's a great experience, man. But organization, man, and moving right, having the right team is definitely important, man. You want to be able to move in and out of them cities and be able to hit that stage and give it your all.
Did the first album live up to your expectations? Were you pleased with the results that you got?
I mean, I wish we would have went gold because I felt, when PTA came out, it was so explosive. Like everywhere we go, it was like, people was like, wow, the reaction was great, man. We had girls chasing the vans and tour buses and stuff like that. It was like everywhere when the box was out, that video was just like nonstop, man. You know what I'm saying? You couldn't avoid it. And we had everybody doing the East Coast stomp and stuff like that, imitating our whole style and flavor, but we didn't go gold. We didn't go gold on that,
What do you think?
That was the only expectation. You always want that. You want that plaque.
Do you think the record label could have done more in helping you achieve that, or did the album just run its course?
Yeah, the label. It was the label had some faults in it. They did their thing. They pushed, but like we would go certain places and the album or the single wasn't there. So that's back in the days when people had to service records to different A1 spots and stuff like that. You have to service the records to the stores. So when you hot, it's there when people looking for it.
Looking back at that album, was there anything that was missing? A special appearance that didn't get placed on the album? A certain producer that didn't make the cut?
Nah, not really. We basically, we had good control of everything that we put out until, the second album, we got stalled in the studio because we started working on it and they scrapped like 3, 4 songs and sent us back in and like, yo, start do it over. So, there was some things going on that second album transition, because they was basically trying to set up Buster to do his own thing.
Before you guys formed the group, was it always in the plans to do solo projects, or was that never an idea?
We always talked about it, but when everything is rough and you starve and everybody like, yeah, we always forever, LONS forever, this, that, and that. But when them labels come with you with a check and you can do what you want, things change.
Talk to me a little bit about that transition. You're coming off a great debut album, going into your sophomore album. Where is Dinco D mentally going into the second album?
I mean, I was great, man. I had formulated a lot of groups. You know what I'm saying? I was working with the Rumpelstiltskins and Tromsec, my man Blitz, and a couple people around the way formulating. And then I was producing because I was like the first one with equipment in the crew, and I was just producing, working on that, and I think and in between that we had Scenario, so. We had a while, we had, that carried us for a whole nother, for like 2 years, from 91 to 93, for a while. That record was like, bow. And we were still doing songs off the first album. So it was a cool transition. I was there. And then I produced What's Next off of the second album, So
tell me what those sessions were like. What changed? I'm sure you guys had fun making the first album. Were you guys more serious with the writing and the sessions? Were there more disagreements?
Yeah, so conceptualized. The first album was more straightforward concept. You know what I'm saying? The school theme, and we wanted to be easy. Second album, we wanted to just be creatively free and just speak our mind and talk about what's going on in the mind's eye life. And me and Buster used to kick it because he would deal with the mathematics, and I was always into the science of just life and dealing with stuff. And we would sit in the room on tour and just go over it. And then I remember we got this book. We went to this bookstore on where was that? In the West End somewhere in Atlanta. I don't think it's there no more, but it's like 90 or 91. And we found a book, Behold the Pale Horse. So me and him got deep into that, and we was like, wow, this is really crazy, and stuff that's actually happening now. You know what I'm saying? So it was like we always dealt with time and in the mind's eye and mathematics and stuff like that.
That's where the album title came from?
I mean, it was part of formulated off of that, yeah.
So going into the album, you guys only dropped What's Next as the single?
Yeah.
So,
and classic material.
Okay. And then what happened after that? Was it more, were you guys kind of over it, or was the label not pushing the record any further?
I mean, it was a combination. It was a combination of both. I would say. I don't know, but it just seemed like everything, started to slow down, and the label was like, they was trying to go a different direction. You could tell they was going with a different direction.
I think we kind of got everybody else's story. I'm not sure if we got your story. Can you take us back to the set of Yo MTV Raps?
It was a normal day like any other day. And then, it just went somewhere else, man. That day it's documented, man. If you can see the look on my face, I was just like, wow, it's crazy.
You didn't see it coming?
Didn't see it coming at all.
Was the tension kind of in the air?
I mean, it was there. Like we always listen. Being around Bus, his character. He was always going to go solo, but it just seemed like, I don't know. At the time, I don't know what happened. Like maybe Brown was feeling away or something. But yeah, it was just like it's bad timing.
So what happens? That was the end of the group on that set. Or was that the?
Oh yeah, that was it. That was over. It was over.
Okay, so where is Dinco at this point? Are you reaching out, trying to make it happen, or are you kind of over the situation?
It was over, man. We had a meeting with Leo, and he broke it down basically. bows, you know, game over. So, you know, label didn't give us no options, tell us no advice. Our management just boop, boop. Nobody, you know, had no good ideas, no good movement. So I moved to Atlanta, man, and just started promoting parties and trying to reinvent myself down there.
When was it again that you decided to find the passion to pursue a solo career?
Um, maybe about 8, 9 years after that.
Okay. What was it that you missed that you decided to get back into the game?
It was just like that to have such a great impact and come from a group, man, that we did such great things. To just let that legacy fade away and die, I had the guilt of that on my back, man. I was like, nah, I gotta, you know, gotta carry on this tradition and then do what I do and make people know that this is here and the impact that we made is real.
At any point soon thereafter the breakup, was there any talk of, hey, man, you know, this could work again? Or were you kind of just over the situation? Maybe a reunion album?
Say that again?
Maybe a reunion album. Did you guys ever talk about that?
Oh yeah. We got some songs in the vault, man. We worked over like a couple years ago. We got a couple of songs that the project we never finished, but yeah, we got some bangers too. It's like 5, 6 songs we did for a reunion album, but everybody's timing, you know, Busta's moving around doing different projects, so it's been on standstill since then.
So today, what is your relationship like with the guys, Milo, Busta, and Charlie?
It's great, man. It's, you know, brothers is older, just living life, man, doing their own thing. It's great. I'm good with Busta. I'm good with Brown. Good with Milo, and we just live life, man. And you know, I just keep in touch with them, man. And glad they're alive and doing well, and hope everything's good. That's it.
So the last album drops in '93. It's 2020. What have you been doing for the past 27 years? You said you moved to Atlanta. You've promoted parties.
Moved to Atlanta. I was promoting parties, and then I started doing music down there. I filmed a couple videos down there, and I started doing some production with my man, Mr. Das, out there. So that's my business partner right now, and we've been doing some things, man. We got some projects in the pocket and some things in the work. I just started New School Inc. I did a song. I got videos out. This Is How We Like It with C. Brown, Instant Winner. I got a new joint with Jerobi. Me and him was working on a project called Leaders Quest Mission, little EP. We got like 5 songs together because we just cool like that.
Right.
You know, I just click with whoever I vibe with, man. I like to make music with people I vibe with and just have fun. I don't like to have to force relationships or force songs with people that I'm not really cool with.
Right. Are you currently still writing while we're in this lockdown?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, definitely. I got some good things coming out of this.
So how has your subject matter changed since last year till coming to a complete halt right now? Or has it changed?
Yeah, it's definitely grown. It's definitely sharper, man. I mean, it's definitely sharper, but it's still free, man. I just like to do me, man. I don't want to have to be too serious, but I want to entertain, you know what I'm saying? You know, like even with Time, man, we wanted to get deep, but we didn't want to get too deep and not have fun, you know what I'm saying? And be about spitting rhymes, you know? So it's a tight balance, man, you know? Never wanted to just go one direction, wanted to be universally free with my style. That's it.
Right. Moving forward, what do you think your career is going to be like? What kind of steps have you taken in the future, just in case this coronavirus comes back? What have you done to kind of got your career back to where if everything stops, you're still good?
Man, just investing in different things, you know, in different sectors of business and life. There's different things you can invest in besides music. So I got some investments going on and things and working on some bigger projects with some other people.
Cool. I got some fan questions for you.
No doubt.
Grass Caz would love to hear a story or two about Rumpelstiltskins. How did that come about?
Oh, man. The Rumps, man. The Rumps, that's my dudes, man. I mean, Geronimo, he's out in Kentucky. LS, he's out there in RPM. He's still in Uniondale. But we all grew up together, man. We all went to school with it, so it was good going, you know, putting projects out with the Rumps, man. But they definitely, that Mushroom Talk song was crazy. They had some joints, man. RPM did some good production on there.
No doubt. What are they still around today?
Yeah, they still around, but they just, you know, doing regular stuff, man. Like I said, LS is they out in Kentucky, I believe, chilling.
Tri-Burial Gigolo wants to know, what was it like getting back with the group members to record Keep It Moving for Busta's album?
Oh, that was great. It was a great session, man. You know, I think who did the track, rest in speak, Jay Dilla. You know what I'm saying? I think he did that. So yeah, it was definitely a good vibe, man. You know, what three initials blows it up like me? Besides TNT, CNN, and BET, my visionary was given on my DOB. I guess it was an SOS from GOD. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
word.
So what's next?
What's next, you said?
Yeah, what's next for you coming up?
Just look out for these new projects, man. I got the New School Inc. compilation album with different artists and stuff like that. I got some new songs. Like I said, I got the joint with me and Jerobi out, Play It Like You Mean It, with Shinobi Ninja on the hook. Just doing different projects, man, and trying to build up this new music and this new wave I got.
No doubt.
Instant Winner. Also check out that Instant Winner. That's hot.
Where can the fans find you on social media?
Dinco D. DINCOD. Google that. You'll find it on Dinco D on Facebook, Dinco D Instagram, Dinco D Twitter. And yeah. And then I got my live store on Shopify right now is frozen. I got to revamp it. It's under reconstruction, and I have some new projects. Matter of fact, damn, I've been doing a lot. But I forgot, I just went to Russia last year.
Oh, word.
You know what I'm saying? Me and Lord Finesse was out there, yeah. We was teaching hip-hop. I was a cultural ambassador for the U.S. But I did an EP. I recorded an EP out there.
How did you get selected for that?
Filled out a job application.
Dope. Can you kind of elaborate on your experience out there?
Oh, it was great, man. You would think that, you know, people was like, would you think you'd go into all this racial crap. You get out there, had no problems, man. The people was cool. Had no problems. The students was hungry. The hip-hop scene was live. It was a beautiful time. It was a great experience.
Can you leave your fans with a message, something to think about, check for, or anything positive you want to leave?
Man, listen, we have to invest in our community, man. It's just important like that, man. Like, we have to. That's it. If we don't, we'll fall. Peace to my man Igor the Intelligent on the check-in. Word up. He produced that whole album while I was in Russia, man. I went to his crib. We sat there in his room and recorded it. It was a great time, man. Great time out there.
Cool. Well, I do appreciate your time.
I appreciate you, brother, man. Anytime, hit me back, and I will definitely keep you updated with the new stuff.
Okay. Keep in touch with me when everything gets straight, man. I'll come check you out in New York. But until then, stay safe, and I will see you again soon. I appreciate it.
No doubt. Bless, man. Put the mask on.
No doubt. Thank you so much.
One.
See you.
Peace.